Yo, YouTube. How y'all doing, family? Good to see y'all again, man. I hope everybody doing good. Hope everybody been blessed, staying positive, and operating on the love frequency. Nah, this video is gonna be kind of different. I feel like my spirit got a nudge, and I decided to share a testimonial with you all. One, because I'm very proud of I overcame something I never thought I'd be able to do, and two, I really hope that my story and how I overcame it inspires someone to make that step and make their video too and speak their truth, because we are warriors and we are spiritual warriors, and we represent God, and God wants us to speak his word and his grace to as many people as possible, and YouTube being one of them. So with all that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump straight off into it off the diving board. Alright, y'all. I started this channel back in 2013, believe it or not. Long time ago. I had this calling I heard in my spirit back then to make videos. So I didn't know what I was gonna do then, but some said make videos. So I started doing those. I got the channel going and all that, but then I ain't gonna even lie to you. I started procrastinating, and I started going back to school, learning software engineering. So I totally ran from that. I ran from it, and you know why? I'm just gonna go on here and be honest. I'm just gonna go on here and be 1,000. I have a fear of the cameras ever since I was a kid. Like, it's something about the camera in me. Like, I was spooked. I was shaking like a stripper every time you turn the camera on. Hello. So I ain't gonna lie, that fear, and along with I didn't feel comfortable talking to a little camera lens and when nobody there. So I kind of felt weird, crazy. And in addition to that, I had insecurities, worried about other people's opinion, how they'll feel, how they'll talk about me, and all this stuff. So it kind of led to me running away, and that fear won. So I started this channel in 2013. I procrastinated for so long. I recorded my first video exactly 2 months ago. It was 6 minutes and 13 seconds. And to this day, I'm the most proudest, humblest man to say that it got 7 views. So my fear all them years, and not only did I drop my first video and got more than 1 view, I actually got 7. And I'm so appreciative of that, because it's bigger than the numbers with me. I was afraid of nothing. So let's go. How I conquered the fear of recording my first YouTube video. Like I said, I procrastinated, and the reason was due to fear, honestly, and insecurities, and feeling crazy of talking to the camera. So it led to all of my procrastination. And ever since a kid, the camera always, I felt like when I take pictures of me or somebody take a picture of me, the picture just turned out not how I liked it to look, so it'll take at least 5 or 6 times before I even begin to even almost like a picture so you can post it and stuff. So that was some I carried with me throughout my life. Sure did, as a kid. So I always ran from the camera. Anybody tell you I was camera shy? I did not like the camera. Mainly my insecurities were, I was afraid people would laugh at my teeth, and this side of my facial structure is not the same like as the left side. So this side looked like a half moon or a banana clip or something, and I'd just be noticing that, and I was worried about all those, and all those insecurities, and I gave them so much thought that they became bigger than my mission of getting in front of that camera. So I ran with fear and scared myself throughout life, worried about other people's opinion of me. So this year, after becoming unemployed, after running from the YouTube channel, I started going back to school, trying to study programs. So after that, I got the job for 9 years, and I've been thinking about going back to YouTube, but it's just working. I was too tired. So after I became unemployed, after 9 years, I had more time to connect back to my spirit, reconnect back, and get back closer to God, and isolate myself, and start back grounding and things of that nature. And I started back praying more, listening to frequencies at the love frequency is 528 hertz. Listening to 963 hertz, just different frequencies that lift my vibration and put me on a higher level. I was doing that more and more and more because I had more time. And then like I said, I was walking barefooted in the grass daily. And I remember recently, a couple months ago, one day I was doing the normal grounding, walking barefooted under the sun, God's sun, be under God's sun shining like I always do. Something happened inside of me, y'all. I never forget that feeling. And I was radiating. And I can't explain this feeling. I can't explain this lightness up inside of me while I was walking. I never forget. I felt, if I couldn't explain it, I felt free. For the first time in a long time, and all these, I felt free, and I felt enlightened, and I began to hear my spirit talking to me. It's been so long, and so I made a vow to myself that I would listen. It was a beautiful moment. I mean, tears rolled down my eyes and everything, and I lifted my hand up to receive the information and God's grace from the sun, and I radiated so hard. I didn't know what was happening to me, but I know I felt so free then. And from that day forward, I usually say I don't care about what nobody think about me and all that stuff, but I got a soft heart. I was raised righteous, I got a forgiving heart, so I say that all the time, and then deep down I really don't mean it. But y'all, this day, when I say I really let go of how people was thinking of me, and man, I'm talking about, I ain't care no more what anyone said, negative or anything. I just wanted to develop bulletproof emotions and control myself and get peace. I just felt that, and I had to have that. So I started listening to my spirit more. And then one day my spirit, 2 months ago, when I was outside grinding, my spirit told me that I've been chosen. Again, this is the same message that I ran from. It came back and nudged me and said, I have been chosen to speak enlightening and powerful message to the souls that have been broken and manipulated by this evil world, and shine light to them, and bring as many souls as possible to God's word and grace, and shine that light on them so that they can get through these hard times. I felt that in my spirit. However, this time, unlike the last time, I chose to listen. And I chose to stand up and fight. This time, after all these years, finally, I decided to trust God and stop running. And so I listened to my spirit now, and it said, do it. And I'm not going to lie to y'all, it was so frightening. It was horrible through all the trembling and all of that. It was messy. I didn't know what to talk about. I just knew I had this fire inside of me that said, you've been running too long. It's time to do it and do what I called you to do. I had to do it. So I dropped that first video, and I didn't even look back at it. As soon as I finished, in 6 minutes and 13 seconds, I pressed upload. I didn't know what I was doing or nothing. Once I saw it posted and it was online, I felt the heavy weight lift from my shoulders that I've been carrying so long throughout my life. Oh, it was liberation. It was so liberating. I had to post that video fast. I couldn't review it and proofread it because I know if I kept watching it or anything, my mind would create something to make me not even post it no more. So I had to hurry up and go ahead and handle the business, you know. So my fear of hopping in front of the camera from that day forward, it disappeared. It was like it was never there anyways. Fear, F-E-A-R, false evidence appearing real. I was bigger than that fear the whole time, and God liberated me and brought me through connecting to my spirit, so this time I'll be ready to answer my calling without running. So the process is beautiful. All of that was breaking me down through the process to handle my calling. And you know what, y'all? I'm not afraid anymore. That's my testimony. 2 months ago, when I posted my first video, started the channel 2013, I had 2 subscribers because I was not active on it. 2 months now later, I have 103 subscribers. So I went from fearing the camera to, in 2 months, going from 2 subscribers to 103. Just speaking the messages that come to my spirit. And since I'm listening to my spirit now, I don't have to fight and know what's right and what's wrong, because I know when God is talking to me. I know when to move and when not to move now. And that's one of the most freest things you can ever have in this world, is to connect with your spirit and know when to move and stuff. So I really hope this inspires another warrior who has the power of words, because we have a way with words. Words are spells. We know wizardry, sorcery, but we use this power for the goodness and the grace of God. So I hope this inspires someone to take that step and find ways to connect back to your spirit and learn to listen and handle your business and conquer your fears. Once you know yourself and you know you can overcome anything you want, your fear go away. It shouldn't have been there anyway. I love y'all. Peace. Stay positive. Stay blessed. And people need to hear what you got to say. You'll be amazed who you might touch just by speaking something that's on your mind and in your heart and speaking what you went through. You know, we need more warriors. We need more, and time is ticking. So conquer all fears. Don't be scared. Take the first step. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Come here. Love y'all. 1.